I'm Josh from the Pop Culturist, and the other day Ryan asked me, what would it take for me to not buy the Nintendo Switch? And the answer is nothing. That hype train has left the fucking station. There is no coming back from how excited I am for this handheld TV portable home console thing. But I do have some questions. Are all Nintendo-owned IPs gonna get the Breath of the Wild treatment? Breath of the Wild has the internet in a savage, moist frenzy, unlike any other game I can remember in the last few years. But let's not forget that Nintendo has arguably the strongest lineup of first-party titles than any other publisher. Could you imagine if some of their other properties got the same AAA treatment that Zelda is getting? We know there's a new Mario on its way, but what about Donkey Kong, Kirby, Pikmin, Metroid, Animal Crossing, Splatoon, and let's not forget about that Pokemon game that we don't know anything about. Factor in their 3DS developers like Intelligent Systems and Silicon Studio possibly bringing over Fire Emblem and the Bravely series respectively, and there's potential for Nintendo to take a big, fat turd on their competition in terms of exclusives. Speaking of the 3DS and to a lesser extent the Wii U, what's going to happen to them? The Switch is obviously going to phase out the Wii U, I mean that's a given and who the fuck cares, but the 3DS has sold over 150 million units since it came out, and you can't just quickly phase that out, you know, there are steps you've got to take to make sure you don't dick your fans over. I would love to know their long-term plans in regards to the 3DS. Is support going to be continued throughout the years until it phases itself out? Or will Nintendo slowly do that to encourage their studios to develop for the one platform, the Switch, only? If so, I'd imagine we're going to see something along the lines of the Switch Lite. Something that would have a smaller screen and come without the docking station, but priced well enough to fill the gap the 3DS is going to leave in the market. Now, as a special treat, I have a question here from our editor-in-chief, Ryan, and he asks, can I take the Switch to a rooftop party and still have it deemed socially acceptable like that chick in the ad? No. No, you can't. Moving on. Our final question is not only coming from me, but also coming from Australian rock legend Shannon Knoll himself. Shannon, what's your question? What about me? Good question, Shannon. Thanks for writing in. But it is a valid one too. Don't get me wrong. What is going to happen with Mies and street passing? I personally love the idea of having this cute little customizable avatar that can progress through minigames with points earned by Street Pass, but to me it's also felt kind of hollow. Will the Switch have these functions? I really hope so, but I'd love to see added functionality like what we have in Miitomo or something like Tomodachi Life. The idea of having a customizable avatar to represent yourself online is something solely done by Nintendo, rather than just having a boring picture to show your friends who you are online. People do care about this stuff, so I really hope to see it expanded in really cool ways. Now, you may have noticed up to this point that I haven't mentioned tech specs because I don't care. Nintendo have never been that publisher that has those ultra realistic graphics in 4K and all that yada yada yada. They don't. Their games have an incredible level of care, love and polish to them, and that's not going to change with the Switch. And to all the people out there who have been ragging on Nintendo for advertising Skyrim on the Switch because it's 5 years old, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been able to play Skyrim while you poop? I've tried, and let me tell you, it was more hassle than it's worth. Don't ruin this for me. So with Nintendo Direct coming to us within the week, hopefully all these questions get answered. What are yours? Let us know in the comments below. But before you go, if this is the first video you've seen by us, please do consider subscribing. It helps a bunch. Facebook and social media links below. See ya.